Hello everyone, welcome once again to yet another exciting video. Today's topic, PhD entrance exams, but something else apart from CSIR NET. So we are going to look at what are other alternative exams. PhD stands for Doctor of Philosophy. Why is it required? It's a title which is desirable to all because the students interested will be devoting their careers to research. This is also a title that is desired by many individuals who want to become educators. So what is the most common way to get into PhD? Through entrance exams. That's why we need to check which are the ones which can facilitate you to get a PhD in India. Why is a PhD necessary? Well, it gives you a guaranteed job in a university or a college. Depending upon the subject, candidates can secure jobs in several and their desired field of interest. The mastery and expertise over the subject matter gives the candidate an edge over the competition. And the most valuable of all is that it will give you a better reputation, apart from the financial raise that you will also be getting when you are qualified as a PhD. So the first exam that can be considered is GATE, Graduate Aptitude Test in Engineering. So this is a common misnomer. Students will feel that, okay, science students may not go for that. You might not get a PhD, but that's entirely wrong. First of all, this is conducted by the various IITs in rotation, and there are total of 29 papers out of which you can select. So out of this, you can consider from your field of choice. If you are a science life science student, you can consider agricultural bioengineering, you can consider biotechnology, chemical engineering, chemistry, environmental science and engineering, ecology and evolution, and not forgetting life sciences. So let me tell you, you have a very interesting kind of selection. You can actually select two paper combination you can select to appear for GATE. Whichever you are clearing, accordingly you will get a valid GATE score. So when are these conducted? By the way, these are also conducted for actually master's program and recruitment in PhD, but with a valid GATE score, you can also apply for PhD as well. So these are conducted annually, once a year. The notification releases somewhere around July, August, so you should be on the watch out. The month of the exam is generally February. The online mode, you will have the CBT, and the type of questions will be MCQs, MSQs, that is multiple select question, and also numerical type based questions. Coming to the qualification, that is eligibility. So a candidate who is currently studying in the 3rd or higher years of any undergraduate degree program or has already completed any government approved degree program in engineering, technology, architecture, science, etc. are eligible to apply. So there are many details on the eligibility criteria. You can check them in the official notification when it comes. So for each degree, they have given separate eligibility criteria which you can check it for. What about the age limit? So the good news is that there is no upper age limit. Yes, obviously you have to be in the 3rd year, but there is no upper age limit. Fellowships, it will be depending upon which institute you are applying for. But yeah, there is something which is called as fellowship for GATE, and that will be 12,400 for 2 years. But if you are going for any private project or any government approved project, then whatever fellowship they are giving, you will be also eligible to get that. Next exam is ACTREC. So ACTREC, what is it for? Again, this will be for admission to PhD at the Tata Memorial Center, Navi Mumbai. So PhD in Life Sciences. TMC is actually comprised of TMH, Hospital, an advanced center for treatment, research and education in cancer. So this is specifically for cancer. Any ongoing research basic and translation research, it will specialize in cancer biology specifically. So if it is your field of interest, then definitely you can consider this exam. Again, this is conducted once a year, annually. When does the notification release? Somewhere around in November. The month of the exam, so it is supposed to be May typically, but since the last 2 years, it is happening in January. Again, the exam mode is online and you will be getting MCQs for that. What about the eligibility? So MSc, you have to be MSc MTech in Applied Biology, Biochemistry, Bioinformatics, Biophysics, Biotechnology, Botany, Life Science, Micro, Molecular Biology, Zoology, or even related biological sciences. Plus, you can be Veterinary Science Masters M.Pharm from a recognized university, but only take care that you have at least 55% aggregate marks. In fact, those awaiting results can also apply. What about the age limit? Again, there is no age limit present. What about stipend? Stipend you will be getting 31,000 per month, and plus you will be getting 24% HRA if you are not availing the hostel facilities. And how many fellowships are given? Well, from the test, some 240 candidates will be called for interview. And out of that, somewhere around 25 students will be selected. Now, this is only from the test, but let me tell you, some direct interviews will be also there. If you are CSIR qualified, then you can also get direct interview call for, you can get a direct call for interview as well. Next exam, ICMR JRF, Indian Council of Medical Research, Junior Research Fellowship. So this is held for the PhD admissions to PGIMER, that is Postgraduate Institute of Medical Education and Research, Chandigarh. It's held annually. Notification releases typically around April, but it was June because of the pandemic since few years, and the exam month will be July, but again due to pandemic it was in September this time. The mode of exam, it is CBT, computer based test, and MCQ questions will be there. Talking about the eligibility criteria, so you must be having some minimum percentage. So for the unreserved category or EWS, you must get 50% marks. You must get 55% marks. For OBC category, you must get 50% marks. And for SC, ST and PWD, you must score 50% marks. So you have to be postgraduate in MSc, MA in basic science or postgraduate degree in professional course like microbiology, physiology, molecular biology, genetics, human biology, biotechnology, biochemistry, informatics, biophysics, immunology, pharmacology, nursing, zoology, botany, environmental science, and even veterinary science. So what is the age limit for this exam, ICMR? So you have in the general candidate will be 28 years, and OBC it will be 31 years, whereas SC, ST and PWD, also female candidates, they will be for 33 years. That's the age limit. Then what about the fellowships, number of fellowships? So you have in biomedical science, there are two categories. So in biomedical science, you have total of 120 fellowships, okay? And in social sciences, there are 30. Fellowship amount is more or less same. So you will have 31,000 per year per month for 2 years you will be getting, okay? So there is what is the test comprising of? So if you talk about the syllabus, means what will come for the exam, you will have general aptitude, which is common for both biomedical and social science, and apart from that you can select life science. Okay, so what are the topics covered in life science? You will have microbiology, physiology, all that I had told you before, like microbiology, physiology, molecular biology, all these topics will be covered. Okay. Then the next exam is DBT JRF. So this comes under the Ministry of Science and Technology, DBT, Department of Biology, Biotechnology India, Government of India. And this is Biotechnology Eligibility Test. What they conduct is something called as BET exam, Biotechnology Eligibility Test. Okay. So for this, earlier they used to link to BINC exam. Let me tell you, there is no separate BINC exam, which was earlier conducted for bioinformatics and computational biology students. So they also should apply for DBT JRF through the BET exam only. And since 2020 onwards, this exam is organized by Regional Center for Biotechnology, Faridabad, that is RCB. When is it conducted? Yes, annually, once a year. The notification releases in the month of April. The exam is in the month of April, and the notification somewhere releases in the month of February. Okay, but earlier it was in March because of pandemic. Exam is online mode, MCQ based will be there. Talking about the eligibility. So candidates must have done BE or BTech in biotechnology or MSc or MTech veterinary science degree in all these areas like agriculture, animal, veterinary, pharmaceutical, food, medical, marine. Many other categories are there, biotechnology, biochemistry, engineering, bioinformatics, or even MSc in neuroscience and molecular and human genetics. So as you can see, more or less the eligibility criteria are same. It's just that one big difference with CSIR we are noticing, they are conducted annually, whereas CSIR is conducted twice a year. So what is the age limit for that? Yes, again same thing, general candidates, you will be having 28 years, OBC 31 years, and the PWD students and SC, ST, they will be 33 years. Okay. So what is the sections that we get over here in the syllabus? So they are divided into two sections, section A and section B. So while section A will talk about general mathematics, chemistry, quantitative ability, general biotechnology, aptitude, analytical, section B will talk about specific areas of biotechnology. Okay, so this is more of the general aptitude sections. What about the fellowship? So here the students are selected in two categories. You have category 1 and you have category 2. Category 1, totally there are 275 students in number which are selected. So these are for the registration of the PhD degree in any of the university institute in India. They will get a fellowship. The monthly fellowship will be 31,000 plus HRA. But the category 2 students, they are eligible to join only DBT sponsored projects. And the thing is, they will not be getting any fellowship. So they cannot avail the fellowship. Yeah, through that, if the project is providing, it's okay. But DBT will not be providing any fellowship. The next one will be ICAR AICE JRF SRF PhD. So this is also the post for JRF, Junior Research Fellowship. AIC is All India Competitive Exam, which is conducted by ICAR AU system, in which 25% of the seats are reserved through ICAR AICE JRF, which is conducted by the NTA. So this is held in total of 73 subjects. Overall, 88 cities, the centers will be there to ensure participation in doctoral degree programs in many of the papers, like that of doctoral degree programs in agriculture, horticulture, forestry, veterinary, animal science, agriculture engineering, community science, fisheries, dairy science, and even other allied sciences. Okay. So this is also conducted annually, once a year. The notification release will be somewhere near the March. Typically, pandemic has changed the schedule. The month of the exam is July and exam mode is CBT, in which you will be getting MCQs. Okay. So there are around 74 agricultural universities comprising 63 state agricultural veterinary and 3 central agricultural universities. 4 ICAR is there. ICR dues, that is IARI, IVRI, NDRI and CIFE. 4 central universities are there, CUs. and more that will participate in this entire thing. So total of 74 agricultural universities you can take part, and this is mainly in the research in the field of agriculture. PhD in top universities across India. So who is eligible for that? Indian nationals who have passed master's degree program with a minimum of overall grade point average OGPA from any recognized university in India and abroad. So the grades which are required for general category, the OBPA must be 6.5 out of 10-point scale, and the marks secured must be 60. So like that you have for ST, ST, PWD, the OGPA, it must be of this point scale, and the marks secured must be 50. So this is the requirement. And also there will be like in which of the fields you can do, in any of the fields, agricultural biotechnology, agricultural entomology. So mostly it's related with that, plant breeding, plant biotechnology, biochemistry, pathology, also the animal breeding genetics, food technology, dairy microbiology, and dairy chemistry. So again, there is no age limit for this particular course, but yeah, minimum age is there. It should be 20. Minimum age should be 20 years. The amount of fellowship is more or less same for most of these. So it is 30,000 per month for the first and the second year. Next exam in line is TIFR or JGEEBILS. So this is the nationwide entrance examination. It's also called as GS 2022 for biology. It's called as the joint entrance examination for biology and interdisciplinary life science. It is conducted to provide admission to applicants in graduate program in mathematics, physics, chemistry, biology, computer science, and even system science like communication and applied probability. So that will be at the Mumbai campus and also at various centers of TIFR. So this is also conducted once a year. The notification releases typically in October, and the month of exam is typically in December. The exam mode is generally online exam mode. And yeah, so what you can apply for in TIFR is graduate program in maths, physics, chem, biology program, and even the system sciences. So what is the eligibility for this? You have to be, for PhD, you have to be masters in basic science, or you have to have a 4-year degree program, that is MBBS, MDS, even professional master's degree like MPharm, MTech. Students holding MSc degree in non-biology allied disciplines such as chemistry, physics can also apply for it. What is the age limit? So age limit, there is no age limit, and the number of fellowship students will be getting 31,000 plus hostel accommodation or HRA, whichever is applicable. So after registration, it will go up to some 35,000. An integrated PhD will receive a monthly stipend of 21,000 plus the hostel fees if it is applicable. If there are satisfactory performance, it can be raised up to 31,000 for integrated PhD. The type of questions that we get is MCQ, and the standard test will cover the basics only. TIFR only covers the basics, that is mathematics, physics, chemistry, and biology. Next in line is AIIMS PhD. So AIIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, this is conducted twice a year. The notification releases in somewhere Jan or Feb, and the next one will come around May or June. The month of exams are March and July respectively. Online mode, CBT mode, MCQ will be there. What is the eligibility? Eligibility for non-medical candidate eligibility, you have separate medical candidate, nursing candidate, and non-medical candidate means you need a master's degree, 2 years course awarded by Indian universities or equivalent. In the subject and courses will be MSc. Okay. So for this, the age limit, there is no upper age limit, and this time the exam month, it's upcoming, it's in July, 2nd July 2022. Okay. Then the last exam to talk is JNUEE, that is Jawaharlal Nehru University Entrance Examination for PhD at the JNUEE. So here we have different schools in which you can get admission: School of Life Sciences, Environmental Sciences, Computational Integrative Sciences, Biotechnology, and also Molecular Medicine. In any of these schools you can get the PhD admission. This is also conducted once a year. The notification releases somewhere come near March typically, but because of pandemic it was in July. Then generally the exam month is September. Due to pandemic, again it was changed. Exam mode is CBT and MCQ. Okay. So what is the eligibility for this? Master's degree or equivalent degree with at least 55% marks in aggregate or its equivalent grade, or MPhil coursework with minimum 55% in aggregate or its equivalent grade. So a relaxation of 5% of marks or an equivalent relaxation is given to those belonging to SC, ST and OBC category. So the candidates, they will be selected on the basis of their performance in the CBT. There is no upper age limit, and the number of fellowships, whoever qualifies with 50% marks for the general category and 45 marks for the OBC, PWD and SC, ST layer, SC, ST category, they will be called for the Viva Voce examinations. Okay. So some other exams to mention, I am not going into detail. That is NIMHANS PhD. It happens in July, National Institute of Mental Health and Neuroscience, Bangalore. NIPER is there. It happens in June. So this is in July. You can watch out for the notification. You can also register for Biotechnica newsletter, which will keep you informed and posted about all these exam notifications when they come. University of Hyderabad PhD entrance exam, that happens somewhere in September. Gujarat Technological University Ahmedabad, that happens in April. NBRC National Brain Research Center Gurgaon, that happens in May. And you have Bhabha Atomic Research PhD admission test. So apart from that, you have also state eligibility tests. So those are only for lecturership. So many states will conduct their own state eligibility tests. Maharashtra, Goa, Tamil Nadu, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu Kashmir, Rajasthan, West Bengal, Northeast SLET and also Karnataka. So that's all for this session. Do let us know if you want to go into detail and want to know about all the details of these exams in the comment box. Thank you everyone for your time and attention.